Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. As you can see on the board, today I want us to solve a question on quadratic. It is a word problem on quadratic equations. Let's solve together. Let's read the question first. Farah purchased 2x minus 1 identical pens for cash 180. Halima purchased 3x plus 1 identical pencils for cash 200. Both Farah and Halima purchased. Farah purchased pens while Halima purchased pencils. Now the first question, write an expression for the price of one pencil, one pen, the price of one pen. Now the total number of pen bought is 2x minus 1. Total money spent is 180. What do? Money divided by the number of pens bought, you get the price of one pen. That is 180 divided by x, 2x minus 1. And that is the price of one pen. 180 divided by 2x minus 1. Now, that is one mark. Next question. Price of one pencil. This will be very simple. 200 divided by 3x plus 1. Solved. Now, part B of the question. Those are the one mark, 2 marks done. Very simple. A pen costs 4 more than a pencil. Form an equation to represent the information above and hence solve for x. Now, the price of one pen is 4 more than the price of a pencil. And we know the price of a pencil is this and the price of a pen is this. Now this one is shilling 4 more than this. Now we subtract, we say 180 divided by 2x minus 1 minus 200 divided by 3x plus 1 will give us 4. Very good. Now, when you subtract the price of one pen when you subtract the price of one pencil from the price of one pen, you are going to get a cash 4. Now, let's solve the question quickly. Now, over 1. What's the LCM? Multiply through by LCM. Multiply through by LCM. Now, in this case, the LCM is 2x minus 1, LCM here is 2x minus 1 bracket 3x plus 1. Now let's multiply this LCM through this equation. How will it be? 2x minus 1 bracket 3x plus minus 1 divided by 2x minus 1. That means in this equation, they will now multiply through it equal 2x minus 1 bracket 3x plus 1. Now it will be, they will cancel. Now we're going to have the first 180 into bracket 3x plus 1 minus. Now this multiply through by the LCM again. 2x minus 1, 3x plus 1. This one also 2x minus 1, 3x plus 1. Now what happens next here? This one will cancel with this. We're going to remain with 200 into bracket 2x minus 1 is equals to 4 into bracket 2x minus 1, 3x plus 1. Because here, the denominator is 1 and nothing cancels each other, and therefore it remains to be like that. Now, the next thing is we have an equation like this. 180 into bracket 3x plus 1 minus 200 into bracket 2x minus 1 is equals to 4 into bracket 2x minus 1, 3x plus 1. Now, we have a common factor which can divide through by them. That is 4. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. Now here we are going to get 180 divided by 4. 180 divided by 4, we get 45. We're going to get 45 into bracket 3x plus 1. By 4 minus 50 into bracket 2x minus 1, 4. It will be 2x minus 1 into bracket 3x plus 1. Now, we have this equation. Now, what do we do next? Let's open the bracket for this equation. Quickly, 45 multiplied by 3. 45 multiplied by 3. 135x. 135x plus 45 minus 50 times 2, 100x. Minus 50 multiplied by minus 1, that is plus 50, shall give us. Now let's open this bracket quickly. 2x times 3x, that is 6x squared. Now 2x times 1 plus 2x minus 1 times 3x minus 3x minus 1 times minus 1 minus 1. Now that is 2x multiplied by 3x, that is 6x squared. 2x multiplied by 1, that is 2x. Now minus 1 multiplied by 3x minus 3x. Again, minus 1 multiplied by positive 1 is minus 1. Now let's finish up here, like terms together. Now 135 minus 100x, that is 35x plus 45 plus 50 plus 95 is equals to 6x squared plus 2x minus 3x, that is minus x minus 1. Now let's take everything onto the right hand side. Now that will be, let's say, 6x squared minus x minus 1 minus 35x minus 95 will give us 0. Now let's finish up. 6x squared minus x minus 35 minus 36 minus 1 minus 95 minus 96 will give us 0. Now we can see a common factor here, that is 6. We can divide 6 through. Now this one will be x squared divided by 6 divided by 6 divided by 6. X squared minus 6x minus 16 shall give us 0. Now this is a simplified quadratic equation where the coefficient of x squared is 1, and as such we have the coefficient of x as 6 and the constant as 16. And basically when solving a quadratic equation we basically use 3, either the factorization method, completing square method, or the quadratic formula. For a quadratic equation which is very simple like this, you can use the factorization method. Now we look for two numbers. When added they give us negative 6. When multiplied they give us negative 16. And for surety, those two numbers must have a different sign. For example, one must be positive and the other one must be negative, because if you multiply positive and negative numbers, is the only time you are going to get a product of a negative product, and therefore those two numbers must be of different signs. And therefore those two numbers class are, we have positive 2 and positive 2 negative 8 plus 2 minus 8 minus 6, 2 times like that. Now it will be, putting it into the equation, it will be x plus 2x minus 8x minus 16 is equal to 0. Now factor out these two together, these two together. Now it will be x into bracket x plus 2, common factor 8, minus 8 into bracket minus 8 into bracket x plus 2. Now x minus 8, x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now x can either be 8 or negative 2. X can either be 8 or negative 2. Therefore, we take the positive number. We ignore the negative. And therefore, the value of x here is now 8. The value of x here is what? 8. Done. Now, what is the question? Hence, find the value, solve for x, and we got the x. Now, part C of the question. Later, the price of a pen went up by 25%, while that of a pencil remained unchanged. Price of a pen increased by 25%. Now, it will be 125 out of 100. Good. Pencil, unchanged. Very good. Now, what is the price of a pen first here? The price of a pen here is, he spent cash 180 for the whole pens, but he purchased 2x and you got the value of x as 8. Now it will be 180 out of 2 times 8 minus 1, which will be 180 out of 16 minus 1, 15. 2 times 8, 16 minus 1, 15. Now this is the price of a pencil, of a pen previously, that is 12. Now let's multiply this one, the current one, by the increment, which is 25. Now it will be times 125 out of 100. We're going to get 12 times 1.25. That is 15. Now the current price of a pen is 15. And the price of a pencil will remain to be unchanged. That was 200 divided by 3x. 3 times 8. Minus plus 1, that is 200 out of 25, which is 200 divided by 25. 8, that is 8. Now we were told that the price of a pen increased by 25%, right? While that of a pencil remained unchanged. What happened? Now the school spent the same amount of money on the purchase of pens as that on a pencil. What does that mean? The school spent the money used for purchasing pencils and the money used for purchasing pens were equal, right? And the total number of both pens and pencils sold was what? 46. Now what do? Now we come here and say, now we come back here and say, we basically do this very quickly. Let's now we clean it. We already done that. Now it will be let the number of pens be P, right? Then if the number of pens is P and the total number of both pens and pencils purchased were 46, what is the number of pencils? Then pencils will be 46 minus P, because the total minus the pens will give you the pencils. Very good. Now this one, now the price of a pen, money spent on pens is equals to money spent on pencils. Now very quickly, money spent on pens will be P, the number of pens P multiplied by each pen was 15, will be equal to money spent on pencils, that is each pencil was costing 8, into bracket total number of pencils 46 minus P. Very good. Now this is the number of pens times the amount each pen was purchased. You give the total number of money spent on pens shall be equal to the total amount of money spent on pencils. Now it will be 8 times 15P is equals to 46 times 8. 368 minus 8P. Very quickly, 15 minus 8P, 15P plus 8P on the other side shall be equal to 368. 23P shall give you 368 divided by 23 divided by 23. So P shall give you divided by 23. Now P, the number of pens sold was 16. This one was 16. And this one is 46 minus 16, 30. Now we can confirm, let's look at this if the equation is still correct. Now it will be 16 times 15, right? You are going to get how much? 16 times 15. 16 times 15. That is 240. That is 240. You're going to get 240. Now what about 30 times 8? 30 times 8. The money spent on pencils. 30 times 8. That is 240. Hence, the question is proved. The answer proves the question. The answer proves the question, and therefore you don't need to worry about your answer. For questions like this, you can prove it by yourself. Thank you very much and wish you all the best. Have a blessed day.